In June, Chicago Transit Authority President Forrest Claypool announced that they were going to double the amount of cameras on L-train platforms. On November 21st, Mayor Rahm Emanuel, along with Claypool and Chicago Police Superintendent Gary McCarthy, said that the new cameras were installed 5 weeks ahead of schedule. So, with more than 1,800 cameras on 78 platforms, the question is, do people feel safer?
Not really safer. I guess it's more surveillance doesn't really make it safer, but I never really felt endangered in the first place. I guess it depends on where you go on the rails.
I don't think it really matters to me because I don't know who is really looking at the cameras or if they're going to be able to come to my safety right away. So I don't know. Hasn't really affected me at all. I've never been in trouble on the CTA, so.
Okay.
Hopefully it will help other people, though, maybe.
So, would you say that these were even needed then to be installed?
They could be. I'm not really sure. I guess if an incident happens and they need to look back at it, then it could be for the better. I don't know.
No, not at all. I don't think so.
Why do you say that?
I don't really know if security cameras necessarily, keep things from happening on the CTA platform when there's really no idea of who's monitoring them or, what sort of people would be available if anything did happen. It might help. I just don't know in terms of money if it was the right place to put resources or not.
If there is an incident, which happens, a fight, weapon pulled, God forbid, they have a record, so it's not just one person's word against another. They can go back and check it.
So would you say that all of these cameras were needed per se for the rails to be safer?
I think some lines are worse than others, but you have to be fair. So sure, I think they are needed. They're on buses, so why not put them on trains?
Do you feel safer knowing that there are more cameras on the platforms?
Yes, very much so.
Why do you say that?
Because of so much of the stuff, especially around this season, pickpockets and the roughnecks, all of that, it makes it a little bit better. At least they're aware that this is happening, so they're not as apt to jump somebody, or take their iPhone or some crazy stuff like that.
So you would say that this was necessary to deter the crime?
Yeah, after all this stuff that's been happening in this city, yes, of course.
I have to say I'm coming from a kind of privileged position. Most of the time I'm on the red line between the Loop and Evanston. So it may be different in other parts of the city, but I've never once, anywhere I've been in Chicago, really felt unsafe walking around, whether down in Bridgeport or Bucktown or North Side or wherever. But then again, it may well be a very privileged position, like I said.